Welcome, Exiles and fellow adventurers. I am Mucho M, and welcome to my whole new series, PvE from A to Z. Path of Exile has a ton of different active skills. However, how many of them are actually viable to build around? My mission is to try out every single skill in Path of Exile and put them to the ultimate test, beating a Pinnacle boss in solo self-found mode. Solo self-found means no outside help in-game, no trading, no handouts, just me and the gear I find or craft along the way. The goal for each character and skill is to face and defeat one of the many Pinnacle bosses that Path of Exile has to offer. Now the ground rules of the challenge is: the skill that will be used should be dealing the most damage of all the skills. Everything will be done in solo self-found, where all the characters have been migrated to ensure that each single character has to grind for maps, items, and wheels, and so on. Welcome back, Exiles. Today we will take on the Pinnacle boss, the Eater of Worlds. So I think I will just play the boss fight for you without any commentary, and I will give some comments at the end. Have fun!
ground at the behest of the Tangle's emissary, marking troves of screaming flesh to be consumed. The destruction of the Herald balks the hunger within. The Maven's claim stands for now.
Echo into eternity.
Okay, that was quite the fight. My damage is not superior, as you could see from the fight itself, but I wanted to go over sort of how the character looks now, as we finally managed to kill one of the Pinnacle bosses. So let us start with the wand. It is just a +1 to level of all physical spell skill gems with a trigger socketed spellcraft. And I had Desecrate and Bone Offering for that extra defense. My helmet is not the best, but it has a pretty good amount of life. It is an armor base with energy shield, and it also gave some nice attributes and armor. And here I had Convocation, Flame Dash, and Tempest Shield. Now for the shield, it was a relatively simple shield with a +1 to level of all lightning spell skill gems. And here I had linked in Ruthless to raise zombies and Feeding Frenzy. The amulet also pretty weak, just some life, resistances that was crafted on, and some dexterity. The body armor, just some life, some simple resistances. And here I had, of course, the Absolution to Spell Echo, Summon Phantasm, Physical to Lightning support, Lightning Penetration support, and I also had Vitality that was not linked. For the rings, pretty simple, just max life and some resistances, mostly, or trying to get some chaos resistance, same here. And crafted the reduced mana cost of skills. For the boots, some relatively simple boots with 25% increased movement speed, some resistance and life. And here I had Wrath linked to Generosity, and the old Absolution before I got the Val Absolution. When it comes to the leather belt, just some life and resistances, and for the gloves, the same, just life resistance. And here I had Raise Spectre linked to Summon Stone Golem, to Elemental Army support, and Assassin's Mark. This doesn't need to be linked. I just needed to have it somewhere. The flasks as well, relatively simple. I didn't have too much currency to work with. So when we take a look at the defensive stats, I had about 8.5k armor, capped on all elemental resistances and chaos resistance, with 76% of all of the elemental resistances. When it comes to block, I had 46% attack damage block and 65% block spell damage when Bone Offering is active. And that will be active most of the time. So, when that's said, there's only one thing left to do, I think. Then we begin the new adventure with a new skill.